Have you ever wondered how secure your IT infrastructure really is? In today's digital world, the security of your systems, networks, and data is more important than ever. With the increasing sophistication of cyber threats, it's not enough to merely react to incidents as they occur. Instead, proactive measures are essential to ensure the safety and integrity of your IT environment. One such measure is vulnerability scanning, a crucial component of any robust cybersecurity strategy. But what is vulnerability scanning and why is it so important? In simple terms, vulnerability scanning is a proactive process of identifying, quantifying, and prioritizing the vulnerabilities in a system. It's like a health checkup for your IT infrastructure, identifying potential weak spots that could be exploited by cybercriminals. The digital landscape is a battlefield, and every connected device is a potential target. Whether it's a multinational corporation server or your own personal smartphone, each device is a possible entry point for malicious entities. The risks are real and the stakes are high. In the first half of 2024 alone, there were more than 2,000 confirmed data breaches, resulting in the exposure of billions of records. This is where vulnerability scanning comes into play. By regularly scanning your systems for vulnerabilities, you can identify potential threats before they become actual problems. This allows you to patch vulnerabilities, strengthen your defenses, and stay one step ahead of the cyber criminals. Vulnerability scanning is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process that needs to be part of your regular IT maintenance routine. It's a proactive, preemptive approach to cybersecurity, helping you to avoid costly breaches, maintain customer trust, and ensure the smooth running of your IT operations. In the context of cybersecurity, vulnerability scanning is like the radar system on a battleship, constantly scanning the horizon for potential threats. It provides you with the information you need to navigate the treacherous waters of the digital world safely. In the face of ever-evolving threats, vulnerability scanning is your first line of defense. So, what exactly is vulnerability scanning? Picture this: you're at a doctor's office for your annual checkup. The doctor runs a series of tests to check your vital signs, blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and so on. They're essentially looking for anything that could potentially harm your health in the future. Similarly, in the world of information technology, we have a process known as vulnerability scanning. Vulnerability scanning, in its most basic sense, is like a thorough health checkup for your IT system. It's a process that meticulously identifies weaknesses or vulnerabilities in a system that could potentially be exploited by hackers. These vulnerabilities could be anything from software bugs, outdated systems, misconfigurations, or any other loopholes that could serve as a backdoor for cybercriminals. Think of it as a team of cyber doctors, tirelessly scanning and probing your IT system, looking for any signs of weakness that could lead to a potential breach. They're equipped with a variety of tools and techniques designed to simulate the actions of a potential intruder. It's a proactive approach to ensure that the system's defenses are always up to the mark, ready to fend off any potential cyber attack. Just like how your doctor would recommend treatments or lifestyle changes based on the results of your health checkup, vulnerability scanning results in a detailed report. This report outlines all the identified vulnerabilities, their severity, and recommendations on how to address them. It's an invaluable tool that helps IT professionals prioritize their efforts and resources to ensure the system's security. Remember, vulnerability scanning isn't a one-time process. It's a continuous cycle that needs to be repeated regularly to ensure the system stays healthy. Because just like our health, new vulnerabilities can emerge over time, and old ones can evolve. So vulnerability scanning is more than just a cybersecurity process. It's a proactive, continuous health checkup for your IT system, ensuring it remains robust and secure against potential threats. Essentially, vulnerability scanning is the health checkup your IT system needs to stay robust. Now that we understand what vulnerability scanning is, let's delve a little deeper. The process of vulnerability scanning is not a one-off event, but rather an ongoing cycle. It's a little like maintaining your car. You wouldn't just service it once and then forget about it, right? The same applies to your IT systems. They need regular checkups to ensure they're running smoothly and securely. The first step in the cycle is identification. This step involves discovering potential weak spots in your system. It's like a mechanic looking under the hood of your car and finding parts that might break down. The next step is assessment. This is where the identified vulnerabilities are evaluated to determine their potential impact. Imagine our mechanic has found a worn-out brake pad. He would assess how serious the problem is. Could it cause an accident? Or is it just a minor issue that won't affect the car's performance? The severity of vulnerabilities in your IT systems is assessed in a similar way. The third step is remediation. This is where the vulnerabilities that have been identified and assessed are fixed. It's like the mechanic replacing the worn-out brake pad to ensure the car is safe to drive. In IT terms, this could involve patching software, adjusting configurations, or even replacing hardware. Once the vulnerabilities have been remediated, the cycle starts again with identification. It's a continuous process of improvement, always seeking to find and fix vulnerabilities before they can be exploited. This ongoing cycle is necessary because new vulnerabilities can appear at any time. Just as a car can develop new problems even after a service, so too can IT systems. New software can introduce new vulnerabilities. Changes in configurations can open up new weak spots. Even the discovery of previously unknown vulnerabilities in existing software can put your systems at risk. So whether you're an IT professional maintaining a global network or a home user looking after a single computer, remember this. Vulnerability scanning is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing process of discovery, assessment, and remediation. Remember, vulnerability scanning is a cycle. Identify, assess, fix, repeat. You might ask, why should I care about vulnerability scanning? Well, let's delve into the major advantages of this important cybersecurity practice. Firstly, vulnerability scanning is a powerful tool in preventing data breaches. Imagine your system as a fortress. You wouldn't leave the gates wide open, would you? Vulnerabilities are essentially those open gates, and vulnerability scanning is like a diligent guard, identifying these weak points before they can be exploited by malicious hackers. It's a proactive approach to system security, allowing you to patch up these weaknesses before they become costly problems. Secondly, vulnerability scanning greatly assists in maintaining compliance. In an increasing number of industries, adhering to data protection standards is not only best practice, it's law. Regular vulnerability scanning can help you meet these standards by ensuring your systems are not only secure, but demonstrably so. This can save your organization from the hefty fines and reputational damage associated with non-compliance. Thirdly, vulnerability scanning enhances your overall system security. It provides a comprehensive view of your system's security posture, helping you understand where you stand and where improvements can be made. This isn't just about preventing attacks, but improving your defenses over time. It's like a regular health check for your system, keeping it in the best shape possible. And let's not forget about peace of mind. Knowing that you're actively seeking out and addressing system vulnerabilities can bring a significant degree of comfort. It allows you to rest easy knowing you're doing everything in your power to protect your system, your data, and ultimately your organization. In the ever-changing landscape of cybersecurity, staying one step ahead is crucial. And that's exactly what vulnerability scanning enables you to do. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. So whether you're a small business or a multinational corporation, vulnerability scanning should be a key part of your cybersecurity strategy. In a nutshell, vulnerability scanning is your key to proactive cybersecurity. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned about vulnerability scanning. We've taken a deep dive into the world of cybersecurity, unraveling the importance of maintaining a secure digital environment. Through this journey, we've discovered the significance of vulnerability scanning as a proactive measure to identify, assess, and address potential risks in our systems. In essence, vulnerability scanning is a systematic process of inspecting the security stature of our digital systems. It's akin to a diligent detective, tirelessly searching for cracks in our digital walls. It's a tool that helps us identify the chinks in our armor, giving us the opportunity to fortify our defenses before an actual cyber attack can occur. We've also dissected the anatomy of vulnerability scanning, revealing its intricate process. It starts with the identification of potential vulnerabilities in our systems. Then it assesses the potential risks associated with these vulnerabilities. Finally, it provides us with a detailed report highlighting these vulnerabilities and suggesting ways to mitigate them. This process, while seemingly complex, is performed by specialized software, ensuring accuracy and efficiency. It's a process that is both thorough and systematic, providing us with valuable insights into our system's security. And let's not forget the key benefits of vulnerability scanning. It not only identifies potential threats, but also helps us prioritize them based on their potential impact. This allows us to allocate our resources effectively, focusing our efforts on the most critical vulnerabilities. Moreover, it fosters a culture of continuous improvement, pushing us to constantly reassess our security measures and adapt to the ever-evolving landscape of cyber threats. It's an indispensable tool in our cybersecurity toolkit, helping us maintain a robust and resilient digital environment. So, the next time you ponder over your system's security, remember the power of vulnerability scanning. It's your guardian in the digital world.